Yo. Hey, what's up? It's Daryl again here. My opinion don't count. We are here with another episode of Pattaya Condo Cooking. Yeah, that's right. And we got something super special for y'all today. I was at Macro. Man, I was able to find this piece of meat right here. Ooh. I can't wait till it's done. Let's get into it. You know what I mean? So, what we have for you today is Wagyu brisket flat from Australia. We was going to Macro. I think I might show y'all Macro. If this video cuts to Macro, that mean I was able to successfully film this place. They don't like the film inside of Macro. I don't know, but Macro is basically it's kind of like a Costco of Thailand. Basically a food heavy driven Costco. You can buy meats bulk there. A lot of restaurants and things like that, they do a lot of business over there. So yeah, Macro. If not, I was successful. But it's over there. There's one over there on North Pattaya Road. I'll put the link in the description. And there's one also for you Jomtien ones who live down in Jomtien. There's one also on the south side over there also. Check it out. Things are substantially cheaper in Macro. Enough of that. Let's get on this brisket. All right. So first we're gonna use. Well, let me show you the meat first. I'm gonna flip this camera around. As you can see, I already have dry brined it last night. I put a little seasons on that, dry brined it. And for the ones who are not familiar with dry brine, that's basically you just putting the meat, you putting salt all over the meat, and then you just put it in the refrigerator. And what happens is that salt draws moisture out and sucks it, and then the meat sucks it back in, taking that salt flavor along with it. So that is an excellent tool. It's a real quick cheat code, especially if you don't plan on cooking, immediately. Always, especially big cuts, always salt brine your meat. And when you put the salt on there, I didn't show you all how I did it, but you got to put it like it's snowing outside. So you want to put it on there, and that salt, it won't be too salty. It will go all the way through the meat, and you'll see a big difference in your cook at the end of the day. Anyway, we're going to be using some sesame seed oil as a binder, and then we're going to be using regular salt and garlic, and also a little bit of celery salt. I put a little light sprinkle of that on at the end. And then also I have some freshly cracked pepper that I'm gonna use, that I already cracked. I spent last night churning that out, so that stuff is cracked. So we're just gonna go ahead and prep this ready. Let me go ahead and put this oven on to get going. We're gonna cook this kind of slow. We got a little time. I don't want to cook it too fast, but I don't want to cook it too slow also. So I'm gonna go ahead and prep this oven real quick, and then we're gonna go ahead and start seasoning this meat up. So all I'm gonna do is just take a little bit of this oil. I like sesame seed oil because it has a nice nutty flavor at the end of the day, and you really can taste it on your meat. So I like to always start off with something like that, and of course I just use both hands. I should have used one hand, but hey, I'm excited. Y'all have to forgive me. I'm excited about this meat, guys. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go down with a layer of garlic. Now this garlic powder is kind of funny, so you gotta be kind of careful with it because it comes off a little splotchy, but I'm gonna rub it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shake this down, shake it down, shake it down. All right, boom. And then we're gonna come, we got this peppercorn medley. I just spilled a boat ton of it, but I'll figure it out. We'll just try to, it don't have to be neat. I like mine kind of peppery. Real basic though. This is a real basic rub, salt, pepper, garlic. I got a little more on this one too. Oh wow. so I'm making a mess, but we'll get there. I'm not a professional. As long as it tastes good at the end, that's what we're worried about. Finished product, tasting good. All right, then we're gonna give it a little celery salt, just a little taste, just to add a little dimension to it. A little light coat. And then we'll let that sit, press that in. We don't want to rub too much, we just want to press a little bit to get it tacked up. Let that rub, and then we're going to flip this beast over. So this one right here is probably about, I think it was 12 kilos. I think that's how much it ended up weighing. But 6 kilos, which is on about, I'll put a conversion on the screen somewhere. But it only cost me 1,200 baht for a Wagyu brisket flat. I'm really impressed with that. 1,200 baht is amazing. I'll put that conversion there also. But yeah, it only cost me 1,200 baht. And which is very affordable. So I had to get it. So we're gonna test it out. We're gonna try to make us something delicious. We're gonna go down again with another little base coat of garlic on here. Base coat. So you sprinkle. You season the way you want to season it. You know what I forgot to talk about is, well, a lot of people like to trim this meat. This is not competition barbecue. I don't want you in my comments saying, oh, you should have did this and did that. This is not competition barbecue. This is just regular old home cooking. If you want competition barbecue, you gotta go to some other channel. That's why this is called condo cooking. This is where you cooking at the crib. So you just hooking it up a little bit at a time. You know what I mean? So you just put a little pizzazz on it the way you like it. You know, I'll put my recipe down there also, but you guys gotta, you know, you might not like pepper. You might not like freshly grabbed pepper, you know what I mean? Whatever, but I love it. It's gonna taste delicious on this at the end of the day, so we're going to make sure we're good to go. All right, and then we're gonna go back, and then put a little bit of celery salt on there, just a little bit across the top. I'm gonna sprinkle some on the sides. I'm gonna use some of this, okay. And on this top side, I'm going to finish off this bottle of mozzarella seasoning and just shake that on there. I like this mozzarella seasoning because it kind of got like a little dill pickle taste to it. I like it. It's delicious to me, so I'm putting it on there. Only on this top side though. All this good meat. Finish this bottle out. Alright. Take this and press it up and get these sides seasoned up. Got a little cheat code right there. Take that seasoning from these sides. Push it up. These sides. And we're gonna let that sit for about 10-12 minutes. Let moisture kind of draw back out and tack that up a little bit. And then we're gonna go ahead and put it in the oven. We'll be right back. All right, yeah, we back. All right, we waited it. As you see, flip over the camera. If you see, it's starting to tack up a little bit. So we're gonna get this in the oven. I got my oven preheated at about 275-ish. So it's ready to go. But before I pick all this meat up, I want to take a time out and pay some bills. So let's get a shout out. Hey, somebody commented on one of my pages, said, hey, Daryl, shout me out. What's her name? Neftali? That's your shout out. I believe that's you. Also, our last subscriber, we making a push to 1,000 subscribers. We had we had 4. No. We had 860 subscribers. Our last subscriber, Miss Jennifer Gaskin, Full Hood, Texas. Thank you for subscribing. Come on, somebody else. Hey, comment, share, subscribe. I'll shout you out. It might be you next. All right, let's get this meat in here. All right, so we got a little tray. All right, we wanna try to get this meat. Go a little bit so we can get it good on this tray. Just put it up on it like that. And like that. Yeah, that's good. That's good. All right, I'm gonna towel. So yeah, we're gonna pop this thing in here, man. It's gonna be good. Hopefully it turned out good. So we're gonna let that cook maybe for about 4 hours before we even open the dough. We're gonna cook it about 4 hours before we open the dough. And then what I did was I made up a little spritz. All right, since we are cooking indoors, of course, you kind of want that barbecue flavor, so you got to reinforce those smoked flavors. So I use some hickory smoke seasoning, and also use some smoked paprika. I use some soy sauce. I use some Lipton soup mix, onion soup mix, and I use some sesame seed oil to reinforce those flavors. I also use some balsamic vinegar, maybe 3 or 4 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar, and also apple cider vinegar. And lastly but not least, Worcestershire sauce. All that went into there. We're gonna let that sit for those 4 hours, let those flavors meld, and then we're going to transfer it to our spritz bottle here. And we're going to spritz that for maybe about every hour. On the hour from here on out. So let's go ahead and pop this buddy in. I'm gonna pop this bad boy in, and I'll show you guys when we get back. Hey, thanks for watching. Continue to watch more condo cooking down the road. Here you go. Hey y'all, it's been about 4.5 hours, and we are at about 180 degrees. We gonna just let it rock out. I was gonna let it do the old Texas crutch. It's already at 180 degrees. You're just gonna let it keep rocking out, see how it come out. We'll be back at you. Cutting, debuting, hopefully, about another hour or two. It's ready. It's looking delicious. All right now. Is it on? All right, we're gonna check it out right now. It is approximately almost 12:45 a.m. So it's almost 1 a.m. Hey, the sacrifice if we go here, my opinion don't count, to do it for the fans. So we're gonna check this brisket. Temperature looking at 200 degrees. So it is time to pull it out. She ready. All right, so we're just gonna pull this whole thing out. We're gonna sit it right here, just let it sit there for the rest of the night. We got a surprise. We're gonna let a friend of ours test this out. So they'll be the lucky ones to taste this tomorrow. Unless you wanna give it a nice, quick peek. We'll give it a quick peek. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh my God, yeah. She look good. Ooh, she hot too. All right, we'll let her. Oh, she hot. Yeah, she juicy too. Look at that jiggle. Yeah, she got a little jiggle to it. All right, let me test it out real quick. I ain't gonna test it out. Never mind. I'm gonna let it rest. Let it rest. We'll see it. So we let this brisket rest overnight. I had to heat it up to reset the bark. We're going to cut into it. Take a few pieces over there to Unc and let him test them out. Cut into this brisket. Hope it didn't dry out on me. All right, baby, you ready for the reveal? Okay. All right, we're gonna cut into it. We're gonna go straight down the middle. Oh my God. She look good. She look juicy. What you think, baby? All right, there you go. It look good, right? Brisket. We're gonna take it over to Unc, let him test it out. They say, hey, thanks for watching. Hey, don't forget to subscribe and like this video, please. It helps us out. We had 860 subscribers. We're trying to get to 1,000. This is a drive for 1,000. Let's go. Meet us over there. Peace out. Yeah. Again, we want to test it out. I forgot. Let's test it out. My knife is so dull. Let's see. Ooh. Yeah, you can see. It holds on. Breaks apart fairly easy. Yeah, this is good. Oh, this is not. That's that Lord have mercy right there. That's some good eats. Couldn't wait for Unc. We'll let him try it though.